Okay guys, apologies on the delay there, I did get some water, but I am back. As you can hear, we're in the game already. Let me just bring up who the players are going to be, and you guys are going to be surprised. As I said, there's going to be a fan favourite here, and it's going to be Telecom for white. I say fan favourite because I know that's a little bit of a joke. Sorry for the joke on your expense, Telecom. I know you are technically my clanmate, and I've never had any beef with you, so don't take it personally. But it's a little bit of a joke from my side, and his opponent is going to be fighting for aSh, gonna try and bring his team back in the series. They are 2-0 down. It's gonna be Dentarg for aSh even. I don't know why I forgot what team he was playing for. Let's have a look at what map they're going to be moving on to. It's going to be Gladiator. The pizza slice map is Racer set. Racer? Who is Racer? Rapid. As Rapid says, this is going to be a pretty cool map to see a PvP on. I know Artos has said in the ASL recently that PvP on this map is a little bit coin flippy, but then Tasteless did counteract his point by saying it's not as all coin flippy as you do see. Hopefully the game music isn't too quiet for you guys. I noticed my desktop audio seems to be very quiet here. If the game audio is a little bit too low, please do tell me. I know the Protoss music's a little bit lower than the Terra music, so maybe that's why. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's actually head on over to the game, and let's get started with the third game in this series. Thanks for tuning in, and let's get going. Okay, starting us off in the top left position, it's going to be Telecom fighting for white in the 10 o'clock position as the red Protoss. And spawning in the bottom right, it's going to be fighting for aSh, gonna be trying to bring his team back into the series. It's going to be Dentarg. Now, this is going to be a lot of fun. Of course, it's going to be a PvP. I've said this countless times, but I'm going to say it again. About 9 years ago, I hated PvP. Unless it was an SK Telecom T1 Protoss playing, I didn't want to know. But you know what? Recently, PvP has proven itself wrong. Same with Zerg versus Zerg as well. Even a crusty old Terran player. Crusty is probably a horrible word to describe myself, but like, even I mean, I've been playing for 9 years, and I would still consider myself a newbie at this game. Like, that's how cool this game is. There's a lot of stuff you need to learn, but it looks like Dentarg gonna be scouting very, very quickly. Gonna scout after Pylon. Now, I do wonder if this is because, like, I don't know if you guys know Telecom very well, but Telecom has a very very notorious play style. There's a lot of people who say he likes going for proxy 2 gates, and you know what? I think Dentarg wants to make sure he doesn't die to that. But 2 gates, man, that's Telecom style. We saw it from him in the first PvP he played on Judgment Day for white. That was in the first week. It got held off then. And you know what? I mean, like clockwork, guys. He's going 2 gate again. It's in his base this time, so that is going to be a little bit stronger, less all in. But it's 2 gateways nonetheless. I just want to bring in the count just from Sesame Street, just to confirm that we've definitely got this right. So let's count the gateways. So 1, 2, 2 gateways. But yeah, okay, so that was kind of silly. That was a bit of a weird segue, but we're going to have Cybernetic Score and the second Pylon being added. Looks like a lot of people don't like PvP. A lot of people have actually disconnected from the stream, unfortunately, down to 87 from 100. But you know what? Hopefully they'll come back for the next game. PvP, obviously, not everybody's... Too busy laughing at myself. That's how bad that was. You know what? Looks like we've got Telecom moving out with his probe and his Zealot. Going to be trying to do some damage. Thank you very much for the probe. But Rapid going with the cringe there. But here we go, we actually have a lot of zealots on the way across the map for Telecom. Of course, there is 2 gateways, that's going to be 2 zealots at a time. Looks like probe on probe action here, guys. This is as exciting as PvP gets. And of course, I'm kidding. But like PvP is pretty fun. But looks like Telecom going to do what he can to push away this probe from scouting. Going to try and get that second base, I would imagine. Look at Dentarg, he's building a pylon at the top of his ramp to try and wall out the zealots. Now, I can't help but feel this is actually going to be very detrimental to him later on when he gets dragoons, because can dragoons even get up this part of the ramp? Like, I really don't believe so. If they do, it's going to take them a lot of time. But here we go, looks like Telecom moving in, going to be moving down the ramp. Looks like this all not going to pay off. He's actually just going to lose a pylon. And this is going to supply block Dentarg. But maybe this was his plan all along. Telecom really wants to get those pylons down. And he spent a lot of time and energy attacking that pylon, supply blocking Dentarg, but he does lose 2 of his zealots in the process. That's 200 minerals for 100, not the best of trades. Telecom not going to the School of Economics here, but Dentarg doing a pretty good job. He's added a second gateway on again as well, and we do have 2 gateway goon coming up for him. Forge actually coming up for Telecom because he is going for a very greedy expansion behind this, and that could be quite dangerous. Looks like we have the units from Dentarg going to be moving in behind, going to try and take out as many units as they can. He wants to try and push in. He, of course, does not know what's going on in Telecom's base, but these goons can basically fight for days and flank for days as well. Or kite for days is what I meant to say. Oh, he's actually attacking his own zealots now. That's how sure he is of victory. But here we go. Looks like Telecom going to do his best to hold on. He's trying to hold on for his cannons to be finished. And of course, this is going to be a lot of zealots for these dragoons to try and micro against. And with the pathing, I have... Oh man, Eskia, that's pretty funny. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube and you don't see the chat, basically Eskia said dragoons moving anywhere controlled, like with the open, no, the closed triangle bracket, whatever it's called, the more than sign. But yeah, that's pretty funny. But either way, that's why if you haven't seen it already live, guys, you should watch the STPL live if you're watching this on the VODs. I know a little bit harder for American people to do this, but this is basically the only time I get to cast. But it is cool. There's a lot of really nice people in my chat all the time, being really, really supportive and really, really friendly. So do come in maybe sometime and check them out. Really nice guys. But here we go. Looks like we have Telecom adding up to 4 cannons. Of course, if this 4 gateway push does not break Telecom, this is going to be a very good position for him to be in. And these 3 cannons are worth their weight in gold right now. They are going to be doing so much more. And of course, I know Rapid, thank you very much for staying up so late every time. I know it's like 4 AM or 5 AM there now, so I do appreciate your support especially. Hopefully you don't sort of ruin your schedule or anything for the rest of the day, because that'd be it'd make me feel really guilty. But basically, there's a lot of tournaments to go along on the weekend, so I kind of don't want to step on their toes. And I mean, if I want to do 3 nights a week, which I do, there's only 2 days in the weekend. I wish there was more. You know, I really do wish we had a longer weekend, because then I would have more time to play and watch StarCraft and cast it as well. But unfortunately, I do have to work 5 days a week, which is kind of sad. But here we go. Looks like Dentarg going to try and go for the bust. He's going to move back when he sees the 4 cannons. And it looks like we might finally have... No, that's actually going to be a Dragoon back here. We do actually have a Robo finished. Is there going to be a Robo support main? No, there isn't. This is going to be to Elevator into the main. Now, is Telecom ready for this? He has pylons, but does he have any cannons? Looks like he has 1 in his main. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. And here we go. It looks like we actually have the cannons at the front still. I'm gonna have to go back and look at all the chat afterwards, because I am having real trouble following the game and chat at the same time, which is why I'm going to focus on the observing. And here we go. Looks like we do have Dentarg pushing in. This will give Telecom a little bit of extra time to try and get some cannons up. But this is going to be a lot of units coming into his base. He needs to pull his Zealots back. No speed yet, so that's going to be a little bit harder as well. But this elevator is going to slowly ferry more and more units in. But here we go. Zealot's going to dive on top of the Dragoons here. Looks like we finally have a Nexus coming up in the bottom of the map for Dentarg. And this is a very, very big advantage for Telecom right now. He's had a second base forever. He's getting a lot of these units that are breaking in. He has his Templar Archives up as well. And it looks like we actually have... Oh man, this is a DT. There is no detection. There's an observatory, but no obs. How many kills is this going to get? It can't get to the middle line. And here we go. What are we going to see here? We have the DT. Let's keep an eye on the kill count in the bottom right. But Telecom could lose his main here. The elevator is still not finished. 6 kills on that DT. 7 kills. Can he get 8? Can he make it 9? He may even want to snipe the Robo here, but he's still trying to put a lot of effort into defending this back at home. Looks like I want to keep an eye on that DT a little bit longer, and he is going to get the remaining probes here. I'm not sure there's anything the poor Dentarg can do. His units have been cleaned up in the main, trying to send more units in. But 12 kills, 13 kills, 14 kills, 15 kills. This is just never-ending harassment here by the DT. I think that actually went up to 19 kills before it died. And that is so much damage. And Dentarg is going to be feeling the hurt. His economy is in an absolute shambles. He cannot afford to elevator into the main again. And look at the size of Telecom's army now. He has DTs, he has High Templar, he has 1 Dragoon, backing it all up, and the Zealots as well, and the shuttle even nearly going down to the cannon. And I think this is going to be the moment Telecom is going to choose to push across the map. Here we go. Engaging from 2 different sides is Dentarg. I say engaging more, running away from 2 different sides. Here we go. Storm does go down. Really nice storm on that second set of Dragoons. Going to be really, really nice for him. But this DT alone is just going to do all. There's 2 of them now. They've actually, they've completely, I've forgotten the word, not expanded, multiplied. And I think this is going to be it for Dentarg. He's trying to hold on. He's trying to micro back. He may even want to pick up in his shuttle. He's got some more units here, but there's still no observer. There's still nothing here to actually defend against this. And Telecom looks like he's going to push through for the victory. I think there's actually 2 Zealots in the middle line. Let's actually check. They had 2 kills and 0 kills. That was the rest of Dentarg's forces. And really, really, really well played by Telecom there. His 2-gate didn't do too much damage, but he did come back later on. And that is really, really cool. Just to give you an update on the rosters, just while I'm here. Age has just added another Protoss player to their lineup. That is going to be, IRK. It's going to be IRK Cubic. He's a Protoss player joining their roster from next week. So hopefully he'll be able to appear in a game pretty soon and we can see how he does. But that was a really, really well executed game by Telecom. Gonna give White the win 3-0. But if you haven't seen the STPL before, you will now.